Now on CoastTV News.
Well, it is a pleasant and dry start to our day here on Delmarva. This is actually going to be one of our last cold mornings here over the next 5 days as milder air begins to surge onto the peninsula. A rise in increasing precipitation. We'll talk about those rain chances coming up.
Milton Growth moves development plan for this land off of Cool Spring Road, how it could impact the town.
High-speed havoc, a wild scene in California that ended in an arrest after this police chase.
We just shop a little bit early. You can't return it later, but you get a good deal, and it's just a nice family day walking around.
Return rush begins. We hit the outlets to be part of the busy scene after Christmas.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And it is Friday, December 27th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Elise Weber. Paige Marley has the day off. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, and coming in to work this morning, I had to check the result of Rutgers bowl game last night. Saw that they lost. Sorry about that. But I just didn't know how to
talk about it.
I just didn't know how to gauge how your mood would be today.
It's not the best because I didn't see the ending of the game before I went to sleep, and I woke up to a text.
They were winning when I went to bed.
Oh, I know. I woke up to a text from my uncle.
Even wore a tie for her.
Oh, my uncle texted me and he was like, "Oh wow, you guys blew it."
Wow.
Happy Friday to me.
That is a great way to wake up.
It's a great
in the morning.
way. But Chris had some better news for us. He said that it's going to be warming up a little bit, last of the cold days. So, good morning, Chris. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Good morning. Yeah, you know what? We've had some cold mornings this week, and this is actually going to be one of our last ones for at least the next week as milder air begins to surge into the area. Right now, we're holding in the mid-30s at the coast. Some cool spots: Seaford 27, Salisbury 30, and we're at 35 in Milton. As I mentioned, temperatures are going to be on the rise, pushing 50 degrees today, average high 48, and by Sunday we're surging into the mid-60s, and we're going to be right there through New Year's Eve. So just a few high clouds over the area at the moment. We have high pressure in place. This is our next system out here in the Tennessee River Valley. That's going to be spreading moisture into our area come early tomorrow morning. So a fantastic Friday on tap as we push the 50-degree mark. Showers roll in tomorrow morning, scattered throughout the day tomorrow, and then another surge of rain Sunday night through Monday. And then, yes, we are going to be rather unsettled as we roll into our New Year's Eve. We'll talk more about the rain, have the latest totals coming up, my full forecast just a bit later on.
All right, thank you, Chris. Happening now, Delaware State Police will continue to determine what led to a crash in Rehoboth Beach that totaled 2 cars on Thursday. Here's a look at photos the city's volunteer fire company shared with us. Officials say it happened on Old Landing Road near the entrance to the mall. 2 people were taken to the hospital, and we're still working on getting an update on their status.
Delaware State Police will continue investigating a Christmas morning crash, and according to the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, a motorhome pulling a utility trailer with a golf cart and a gray Toyota RAV4 crashed into each other. Crews responded to the scene at about 4 a.m. on John J. Williams Highway in Millsboro, and officials say additional response resources were canceled after it was confirmed no one was trapped, but patient stabilization was needed.
Yeah, some wild video that we're about to show you. This is of a high-speed chase through the streets of Oakland, California. It took place Thursday afternoon. You can see it right here on your screen. That vehicle crashed into another one as it tried to get away from police. Now, police say the car chase came to an end when the suspect collided with another vehicle. That guy was arrested. We do not have reports on the extent of any injuries from that crash.
More development is proposed to come to Sussex County, this time a new subdivision in the Milton area. 183 single-family homes are proposed off of Cool Springs Road. Here's footage of that lot. This is according to Delaware's Preliminary Land Use Service, who reviewed 183 home proposal. Those homes would be 94 acres, and an application to the state says 30 acres would remain open space. But 34 of the 41 existing acres of forest would be removed. And here's the exact location for those who are not familiar, the east side of Cool Spring Road near Stockley Road. And the application says a new development here would cause about 1,759 car trips on an average weekday. And going in front of the Preliminary Land Use Service is just the first step, so this is in the very early stages. And the developer listed on the application is Shell Brothers.
This home proposal, if approved, it would be one of 4 newer developments in that area. Already on Cool Spring Road is Shell's Miralon, and Insight Homes' Woodbridge community. Just northeast of that is the new Lighthouse Cove development off Fisher Road. But wait, there's more. Farther north, over 1,200 homes are proposed for Cool Spring Crossing up Route 9 in Cool Spring Road.
Happening now, the Delaware Office of Highway Safety is offering rideshare vouchers for New Year's Eve. The agency also did this on Thanksgiving Eve, and the vouchers are for $20 for Lyft or Uber. And the goal is to prevent DUI crashes as people celebrate the new year. You can find out more on how to get one on CoastTV.com.
Yeah, similar situation in Maryland, Elisa. State police there say they are continuing with increased patrols leading into New Year's Eve. Troopers will enforce checkpoints in order to reduce impaired driving. And according to the state police, over 530 people have died on Maryland roads just this year, with the most common crash being impaired, distracted, and aggressive driving.
We have an update on a story we first reported on Thursday. Delaware State Police have identified Leo Perez as the 29-year-old Milford man who was hit in a hit-and-run Wednesday morning in Lincoln. According to police, around 3:30 a.m. Christmas morning, a pickup truck was nearing the intersection of Cubbage Pond Road and Johnson Road. State police say Perez was walking on Cubbage Pond Road and was then hit by that truck. The truck then left the scene and was later found abandoned on Johnson Road. State police are still looking for that suspect. And Christmas is officially over and the holiday returns and exchanges are officially back. But that isn't the only reason the Tanger outlets had a lot of visitors this week. The shops and stores opened its doors at 10 a.m. Thursday morning and had customers in and out all throughout the day to take care of the usual holiday returns, swaps, new purchases, and more. Rachel Utch has gone shopping with her mom and dad each year on December 26th, all to get ahead and start of next year's deals.
It's a tradition, too. Every December 26th, we come over and get Christmas presents for next year.
You come in and you've got stores at like 60, 70% off, so we just shop a little bit early. You can't return it later, but you get a good deal, and it's just a nice like family day walking around.
And if you're looking to join shoppers at Tanger, be sure to check the specific store you are planning on going to for its hours.
NATO is calling for a full investigation into the plane crash in Kazakhstan that killed dozens. The flight in Russia was in a region with significant military activity.
And NBC's Chris Pallone shows us how questions are now being asked about how that plane went down, including the possibility of a Russian airstrike.
In Azerbaijan, a national day of mourning Thursday after 38 people died when an Azerbaijan Airlines flight crashed in Kazakhstan. The Christmas Day crash caught on video. 67 people were aboard. The Kazakh Health Ministry said 29 survived, including children. Video shows a stunned survivor staggering from the wreckage, while video from inside the plane shows people were calm moments before the crash. The flight was headed to the Chechen capital of Grozny in southern Russia. Russian officials say it was diverted because of fog. Russia's aviation authority blamed the crash on a bird strike, but enhanced video shows what experts say appears to be damage from shrapnel.
If there was a bird strike, the presence of shrapnel inside the aircraft wouldn't be a factor, and the damage to the exterior of the aircraft would appear much different. The flight was likely shot down by a Russian air defense system of unspecified type and variant.
The Kremlin responding that it would be incorrect to make any hypotheses before the investigation comes to conclusions. The flight was supposed to land in an area with heavy military activity. On the same day, a Ukrainian drone was shot down 70 miles away, causing a fire at a shopping mall. A U.S. official told NBC News there are early indications the plane might have been hit by a Russian anti-aircraft system, adding, if true, it's more evidence of Russian recklessness in the war with Ukraine. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today.
Yeah, coming up, finding help for fire company and the financial situation in Bethany Beach that has led to calls for support.
Also, state funding for the Wicomico County Library. We'll tell you how Salisbury University says it plans to make an old building new again.
And Mega Millions Mayhem, the expected jackpot up for grabs in tonight's drawing. Get your tickets, everybody. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro. the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Lasercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Lasercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Lasercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
Get the Coast TV First Alert Weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
A pleasant good Friday morning. Delmarva looking live into Salisbury. A pleasant dry start. Been on the chilly side this morning. We're at 30 in Salisbury. Winds are calm. As we take a look at temperatures across the area, we're at 35 in Milton, 38 Ocean City, 37 in Bethany Beach. So we have a few high clouds over the area, but we are dry. But we are tracking increasing rain chances. And that area of low pressure developing in the Tennessee River Valley will spread rain into the area come tomorrow. So as we move into the weekend, we're going to see a surge of milder air pushing the 60-degree mark. Not a complete washout. We'll have scattered showers through Saturday morning, and then I think another round through the afternoon and evening. And then we get a break Sunday morning through most of Sunday, and then another round comes in Sunday night. So we're pushing 60 on Saturday, a mild, damp day. Most of the day on Sunday is dry with that next round of rain Sunday night through Monday. We'll track how much rain we can expect to see and have a look at that New Year's Eve forecast when I come back with the full 7-day a little bit later on.
Thank you, Chris. In Ocean City, long-term repairs to the US 50 bridge are set to resume next week. That's according to the Maryland Department of Transportation State Highway Administration. Starting January 3rd, crews will work 24 hours a day on the machinery room areas of the draw span, and the 2 eastbound lanes and the eastbound sidewalk of the bridge will be closed. Work on this project is expected to be completed by the middle of March.
Happening today, the Mega Millions jackpot drawing expected to be more than $1 billion. I need to go out and get my tickets on this one. Cash prize of this, more than $516 million after taxes. There was no grand prize winner again in the Christmas Eve drawing. So the lottery said its jackpot soared past $1 billion for the 8th time in the game's 20-year history. If the jackpot is won today by either Elisa or myself or maybe somebody else, it would be the 5th largest in Mega Millions history.
I need to get tickets after work. Well, Northwest Naturals is recalling a batch of its pet food after a cat died after eating a product contaminated with bird flu. The recall is for Northwest Naturals' 2-pound feline turkey recipe, raw frozen pet food. And the company says that food tested positive for bird flu. And Oregon agricultural officials say that led to the death of a house cat.
More than 10,000 pounds of raw pork sausage and bologna are being pulled from store shelves and restaurant kitchens. The U.S. Department of Agriculture issued 2 separate recall notices. First one here involves nearly 7,500 pounds of raw pork sausage products from Baltimore-based Imperial Foods and Meats. Second recall affects more than 3,100 pounds of ready-to-eat pork and bologna products from Ralph's Packing Company.
And still ahead, Maryland state funding for the Wicomico County Library. We'll tell you what Salisbury University says is the timeline for the work on the building.
Well, our warming trend begins today. Partly cloudy skies, looking at seasonable temperatures right on average. Looking at highs in the upper 40s to right around that 50-degree mark. We're talking 60s over the weekend, but an unsettled stretch of weather is developing through the New Year's Eve. We'll break it all down in my full forecast when Coast TV News Today continues.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low, low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
Basketball is back, and it's nothing but net on the Delmarva Sports Network. From tip-offs to buzzer-beating plays, don't miss a moment of the action. High school hoops all season long on DSN and DSN Plus.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
We're at 5:17 on this Friday morning, and you are looking live at the bright lights of the canal in Lewis. First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono's in for Bob. And Chris, you've been tracking warmer but wet weather.
Yeah, it's been a cold week, and we're going to get the milder temperatures, but it comes with rain, and we're going to see really rain chances besides for today as we head into the weekend over the next 5 through New Year's Eve. Now, temperatures right now, chilly. We're in the upper 20s inland to mid to upper 30s at the coast. Winds are pretty calm throughout much of Delmarva. That's all thanks to an area of high pressure to our north. But that area of high pressure is going to be moving out and allowing for milder air as well as moisture in the form of rain to move into the area tonight. And that's going to kick off an unsettled weather pattern really from Saturday through New Year's Eve. We'll have scattered showers tomorrow, steadier rain Sunday night through Monday, and then another round of rain, it looks like, in time for New Year's Eve. And there you see those rain chances ramping up Saturday and then really Sunday night, and then we get a break Monday afternoon before we see another round New Year's Eve. So today, a fantastic day to get out. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures rising to right around that 50-degree mark. 48 Cambridge, we'll see 50 Salisbury, 50 Crisfield, and 50 in Ocean City. So there's futurecast, partly cloudy skies throughout the afternoon. Increasing clouds will likely hit our low right after midnight, and temperatures are going to rise as a warm front lifts through the area. So we wake up tomorrow morning, it's damp. Scattered showers around, not a complete washout, but we will see that scattered shower threat kind of persist. A bit more steadier rain potentially late tomorrow afternoon through the evening, and then that clears out, and then we're dry, I think, most of Sunday. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if some parts of Delmarva maybe touch that 70-degree mark, especially the southern fringes, as that milder air, especially if we get some breaks in the clouds, and then that next round rolls in Sunday evening. Steadier potentially some heavier rain there, and then we dry out Monday afternoon before the next round rolls in, just in time for New Year's Eve festivities as we roll into 2025. So as far as total rainfall goes, with all these rounds of rain, I think by Wednesday we could be dealing with up to an inch, maybe some locally higher amounts through that time frame. Behind it, we get cold. January 4th through the 17th, we see highs back in the 30s. 49 today, a fantastic partly cloudy day. We're at 41 overnight. Scattered showers. We kick the weekend off 59 degrees. And there's our umbrella winner. We have K.M. Pressman of Millsboro, Delaware. We're at 65 on Sunday. New Year's Eve rolls in with a 60-degree temperature, showers at night, and then we cool back down to 40 degrees on Thursday.
Thank you, Chris. Maryland Governor Wes Moore announced Community Revitalization Awards for the upcoming fiscal year. Elisa.
And including financial support from Salisbury University and $1 million in state funding granted to Salisbury University is going towards the demolition of the city's downtown library to build a performing arts center. This will not change the library's timeline to relocate to the site of the Old Ward Museum.
We won't be moving out of the downtown library for over a year from now, so we've got time to get our funding secured.
And Hirschberger said they are prepared to start construction of the new library at the museum when the state money for their project is announced. And more to come this morning. Funding to help the fire company will tell you why the Bethany Beach Volunteer Fire Company says it is in need of help and what kinds of support it is asking for.
Forget about the ball drop in Times Square, because right here on Delmarva is where you're going to find some of the most memorable ways to celebrate. Stay tuned for the New Year's Eve edition of Cool Things to Do. What I love most about living on Delmarva has to be the agriculture. Being here, I think I just have a greater appreciation for the land that I live on, seeing, driving through cornfields, seeing farmers. I just have a greater appreciation for it. Even seeing, like farm equipment driving on the highway, I just feel more connected to the food I'm eating and where I'm living.
CoastTV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home. Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app today.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Ordered now.
Step into the spotlight and join Coast Life, where every day is fun, fresh, and full of energy. We're searching for a vibrant co-host to bring style, personality, and excitement to our daily lifestyle show. From fashion and entertainment to home decor and seasonal trends, you'll connect with viewers and make every moment unforgettable. Think you're ready to shine? Apply now at drapermediajobs.com and show us what you've got. We are an equal opportunity employer.
The Polar Bear Plunge, benefiting Special Olympics Delaware, is one of the first state's coldest and most beloved traditions. This year, you have 2 exciting ways to take part. Plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 2nd, or create your own virtual plunge. Anytime, anywhere, and as cold or not as you want. It's not about how you plunge, it's about why. Support thousands of Special Olympics Delaware athletes. Register now at plungede.org.
The Bethany Beach Volunteer Fire Company is asking for your help in a unique way. On your screen right now is a Facebook ad the fire company put out asking for donations. The ad says volunteering is down and they're currently at a $100,000 deficit. Some locals in Bethany Beach say more people should help in funding the fire department.
It's for the emergency service.
So, God forbid you would have a heart attack or whatever. They rush out. The volunteers are fantastic. I give to them every year, and I'm very proud to give to them.
If you would like to donate, you can go to the Bethany Beach Volunteer Fire Company Facebook page or at the article on CoastTV.com. And if you're thinking about becoming a volunteer firefighter, here are some of the benefits the state says it offers. A state tax credit up to $1,000, workman's compensation, free surf tags and state park passes, and Delaware Federal Credit Union membership. And happening now, it's a popular event for those pedal pushers. Registration is now open for the 2025 Ocean to Bay Bike Tour and Coastal Cruise. The big event is held May 2nd and 3rd in Bethany Beach, and more than 2,000 cyclists will participate, choosing between the distances of 10 miles all the way up to 100 miles.
And we are joined again by First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono. If you want to spend some time on the boardwalks, I think that window is closing heading into the weekend for some decent weather.
Yeah, and you said you were maybe going to go to the bowl game in Annapolis, but it's going to rain.
I was looking at it because it's only about 90 minutes away.
Yeah.
There's a bowl game that's in Annapolis, but the weather Saturday looks nasty.
Chris, what's going on with that? Come on.
Well, we're going to have mild weather, so that's a plus. We're not going to be dealing with any snow or ice, but we are going to be dealing with the rain throughout the weekend. Not a complete washout of a weekend. A live look into Lewis, where temperature 38 degrees, pretty pleasant out there at the moment. And we are on our way to highs right around that 50-degree mark in both Ocean City and Fenwick Island through the noon hour, and then we'll fall into the 40s by around 5 o'clock as we make our way up through Rehoboth. We're looking at temperature around 46 by around noon, 45 in Lewis as we make our way towards Cambridge. Looking at highs there generally in the upper 40s throughout the day. 44 by noon will fall to 44 by around 5 o'clock. And you get that forecast anytime by dialing our First Alert weather phones. Coming up, we'll talk more about the weekend ahead as far as how much rainfall we could expect to see. And we'll talk about that all-important New Year's Eve forecast and how that is trending coming up in the next half hour.
Yeah, speaking of New Year's Eve, Chris, 2024 is nearing its end. We saw a total of eclipse of the sun this year, a presidential election, so much more. But with just a few days left, the countdown to New Year is on.
And if you're looking for something special to ring in 2025, Christina DiRobertis has you covered.
It's almost time to say goodbye 2024 and hello 2025. And let me tell you, Delmarva has some of the most unique New Year's traditions. Starting in Lewis, the Overfalls Foundation is hosting its annual Anchor Drop. A lighted anchor will descend from the ship's mast as the crowd counts down to midnight. Over in Dewey Beach, the Crush Drop honors Delaware's official state drink. You can watch the iconic Orange Crush lower at Oceanside, New Orleans Street. Chincoteague has the Pony Island Horseshoe Drop, featuring a promenade of wild costumes before the horseshoe lights up the final seconds of 2024. Princess Anne is known for the Muskrat Dive, where Marshall Muskrat glides down a zip line in his signature top hat. In Easton, the celebrations include a crab drop, a classic Eastern Shore tradition, or for a more simple celebration, you can head to Ocean City for some fireworks. And for all the details, just head to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself, in flooring to ensure you not only have the best product to fit your needs, but that your selection flows seamlessly with your remodel.
They know the litany and the bandwidth of products within your budget and based upon your design that can fit your needs.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
140 basketball teams hit the hardwood in Salisbury today for the Governor's Challenge, sponsored by Shower Glass. 5 days of the best high school basketball talent in the country. Watch live exclusively on the Delmarva Sports Network, plus stream games from 5 courts only on the DSN app. From the first tip-off to the DSN Nightly Wrap-Up Show, the 42nd Annual Governor's Challenge, exclusively on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Now on Coast TV News.
It's a chilly start to our Friday on the peninsula this morning. We are on our way to near the 50-degree mark, and that's only a taste of what's to come because we're going to be pushing the 60-degree mark by the weekend, but it comes with rain chances. My full forecast is next.
Wild wind, a much different weather situation in Texas, and the damage done by Thursday's storms.
Dangerous driving on Delmarva as the Christmas holiday period has produced some havoc on the highways.
And festive return frenzy, how the holiday shopping economic bump extends beyond Christmas.
This is Coast TV News Today.
December 27th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
And our time is 5:31 on this Friday morning. It's the final weekend of 2024. We are closing in on a new year.
But I don't even know what day it is. Yesterday kind of felt like a Monday.
I think it's because the Christmas was right
I think
smack
everyone's
dab in the
thrown
middle
off.
of the
They're
week.
like, do I have work today? Is it the weekend?
Some people are here.
I don't
Some
know.
people have vacation.
The good thing is we showed up for work today. So you know what?
That is a good thing.
That's good. And then tomorrow's Saturday. So Chris, I'm sure you're excited. It's the weekend. So the weather, though, a little iffy.
Yeah, we're going to be kind of dodging the raindrops throughout the weekend, despite temperatures warming to the 60s by tomorrow and especially by Sunday. Right now, we're holding, most of us are in the 30s with the exception of Seaford, 27 further away from the coast. But all in all, a chilly start. But yes, we are going to see those temperatures rise over the next 5 days. Average high 48. We're going to be right around that today. By tomorrow, 59. And then we are going to be hovering around that low to mid 60 mark as we go into Sunday through New Year's Eve. So some high clouds over the peninsula at the moment, but this area of moisture extending from northern Illinois down through Mississippi and Alabama, that area of moisture is going to be spreading some shower activity into the area come tomorrow morning. So a beautiful Friday, so get out and enjoy the weekend. Mild, not a complete washout. We're going to be dealing with waves of rain throughout the weekend, and we stay unsettled through New Year's Eve, and then temperatures plunge by the end of next week. So as far as your planner is concerned, we rise to around 45 by around 11, topping out right around that 50-degree mark come this afternoon under partly cloudy skies. We'll talk more about the rain this weekend, how much we can expect to see, and then we'll take a look at that all-important New Year's Eve forecast coming up when I come back a little bit later on in the newscast with my full 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Chris. It's got some more intense weather in other parts of the country. Strong storms caused a roof to partially collapse at a Houston area auto store. This is over the Christmas holiday, and there is the collapsed roof. According to the manager, this happened Christmas morning as storms moved through. Luckily, no one was in the building at the time of the collapse.
Happening now, Delaware State Police will continue to investigate what led to a crash in Rehoboth Beach that totaled 2 cars. Here's a look at some photos from the Rehoboth Beach Fire Company. And officials say it happened Thursday on Old Landing Road near the entrance to the mall. And 2 cars were involved and 2 people were transported to the hospital.
We're also still trying to learn what led to an early morning Christmas crash near Millsboro. According to the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, a motorhome pulling a utility trailer with a golf cart and a gray Toyota RAV4, they crashed into each other. Crews responded to the scene at about 4 a.m. on John J. Williams Highway. This is near the Wawa in that area, and at the time, the crews on the scene were attending to people who were injured in the crash.
And now to the Tanger outlets. That's where that post-Christmas Day shopping was taking place on Thursday afternoon.
And as Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, there were plenty of people ready to do their shopping as soon as those doors opened.
Exchanging for something new, using a gift card you just got in your stocking for Christmas, even getting a head start on next year's holiday shopping, or just simply looking around. That was the case at the Tanger outlets in Rehoboth Thursday, as people made their way to the shops and stores for some day after Christmas shopping, and it was packed.
I love seeing the people. It's nice.
Rachel Utch and her parents get together each year to do some shopping right after the big day is over.
It's a tradition, too. Every December 26th, we come over and get Christmas presents for next year.
And they love it each time.
You come in and you've got stores at like 60, 70% off, so we just shop a little bit early. You can't return it later, but you get a good deal, and it's just a nice like family day walking around.
Carla Williams is the manager of Vera Bradley at the outlets and sees people coming in and out all day long.
We have had a steady stream of people in, spending their Christmas money. So far, so good today.
It may be out with Christmas and in with the new year, but the holiday spirit on Delmarva and in Sussex County never goes away. Whether it's someone that's here at the Tanger outlets, or even if they've made it over to this side of things, everyone is still doing something a little bit different. Whether they're returning a gift, buying one for next year, the majority of people still say they're just happy to be out here shopping on this nice warm day. In Rehoboth Beach, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what you think is the biggest hassle with returns.
All right, let's see. So 44% say store policies. Yeah, I get that. And then 38% say long lines. And then 10% no receipt. That's rough. And then the wrong size. I get that one. I don't know. What's for you? What's
Lines. I'm not the most patient person.
I feel like I'm lazy after Christmas. I don't feel like going to the stores. But we still want to know what you think is the biggest hassle. So please vote on CoastTV.com or on our mobile app. And happening now, the Delaware Office of Highway Safety is offering rideshare vouchers for New Year's Eve. The agency also did this on Thanksgiving Eve, and the vouchers are for $20 for Lyft or Uber. The goal is to prevent DUI crashes as people celebrate the new year, and you can find out more on CoastTV.com.
Maryland State Police have announced increased highway patrols heading into the New Year's Eve holiday. Troopers will enforce checkpoints in order to reduce impaired driving. And according to State Police, over 530 people have died on Maryland roads this year, with the most common crash being impaired, distracted, and aggressive driving.
We have an update on a story we first reported on Thursday. The Delaware State Police have identified Leo Perez as the 29-year-old man who was killed in a hit-and-run Wednesday morning in Lincoln. And according to police, around 3:30 a.m. Christmas morning, a pickup truck was nearing the intersection of Cubbage Pond Road and Johnson Road. State police say Perez was walking on Cubbage Pond Road and was hit by that truck. The truck then left the scene and was later found abandoned on Johnson Road. State police are still looking for that suspect. And a new focus on President-elect Donald Trump's transition is the Panama Canal. Trump recently claimed Panama is being influenced by China when it comes to high shipping fees, even calling for the return of the canal to U.S. control. The claims are being disrupted by Panama's president.
I reiterate, there's absolutely no meddling or Chinese participation in anything pertaining to the Panama Canal. It may be geopolitical fears that have some validity in their perspective, but when it comes to Panama, there's no truth at all.
Trump has nominated Kevin Mariano Cabrera as the next U.S. ambassador to the Republic of Panama, and Cabrera is a Miami-Dade county commissioner who Trump says understands Latin American politics better than most people.
Still got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, preparations for the annual Rose Parade is underway. We'll tell you what organizers say this year's theme is.
Also, interstate hoops battle, a wild one between Seaford and Snow Hill in the opening day of the Governor's Challenge.
And up next, bridge repairs in Ocean City are set to resume this time for the new year. We'll tell you when officials say to expect road work. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696 or visit lizardflare.com now.
Local news is really important, especially right now. Local news is still largely trusted by the people in the community that they cover, and a big part of that is because we're out in the community every day. We're meeting people, we're talking to people, we're telling their specific stories, because there's a lot of people that want to know what's going on here. There's a lot of people that have opinions about what's going on here. That matters from a journalistic standpoint.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Coming up,
We got the goods today.
Drew's got superstar Chris Hemsworth. He's dishing on his new movie and his favorite way to do date night. Friday at noon on Coast TV.
Good Friday morning. Delmarva looking live into Salisbury. A chilly, dry start to our day. We're at 30 in Salisbury. Winds are pretty calm across much of Delmarva. You can see temperatures elsewhere. We're at 27 in Seaford. That's the cool spot. Mid to upper 30s at the coast. So those high clouds across the area at the moment. We have high pressure in control. Tracking showers to our west. Those will be moving in overnight through early Saturday, and we're going to be surging to near 60 by Sunday. The weekend, not a complete washout. We're going to be dealing with some scattered showers tomorrow and then some steadier, heavier rain Sunday night through Monday. So there's the rain chances over the weekend, thinking throughout the day tomorrow, and then it looks like we'll see some increasing rain chances by Sunday night. We'll talk more about the rain chances and how much rain we could expect to see coming up by full 7-day here in just a few moments.
Got developing news out of Ocean City, where long-term repairs to the US 50 bridge are set to resume next week. That's according to the Maryland Department of Transportation State Highway Administration. Starting January 3rd, the crews will work 24 hours a day on the machinery room areas of the draw span. The 2 eastbound lanes and the eastbound sidewalk of the bridge will be closed. Work on this project is expected to be completed by the middle of March. Little Christmas gift to some home decor lovers. Pottery Barn is coming to the outlets in Delaware. This is in the Bayside outlets in Rehoboth Beach. You can see the signs are up. No word yet on when the store will open, however.
Coming up this week on Sunday Night Football right here on Coast TV. This is a big one for fans on Delmarva. The Commanders at home with the Atlanta Falcons. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Then stay tuned after the game for your local news.
Day one of the Governor's Challenge was filled with cross-state showdowns in the evening slate. Seaford boys basketball hoping to capture their 4th straight win and taking on the Snow Hill Eagles, who were coming in at 3-2 on the season. The Eagles down by 15 at halftime, but with 5:40 left in the 4th quarter, Snow Hill trailed by only 7. And let's make that 4 as DeMar Brunson hits a triple from the corner. About 30 seconds later, Eagles with the rock. Brunson draws and dishes to Demarion Biggins, who gets the basket. It's a 2-point game. Shortly after, it's Matthews who sails in 2, putting the Blue Jays up by 4. 62-60 the score now. Blue Jays turnover. Keandre Nixon to Brunson with the bucket and completing the 3-point play. Eagles down by 1. On the other end, Seaford tacks on another 2 points with a clutch bucket from Jordan Smith. But in the end, Brunson knocks down some critical free throws and he scored 24 total points. Nixon added 17 as Snow Hill tops Seaford 68-66. And don't miss the full slate of action today. Watch every game from 5 locations only on DSN. Reporting from Salisbury, Maryland for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
You can watch all the Stars experience from the Governor's Challenge, and then at 10:30, tune in for the final score. And there's plenty of exclusive games from that Governor's Challenge right on the DSN Plus app. And we have hoops taking place at 5 sites: Wycomico County Center Courts 1 and 2, Salisbury University, and the University of Maryland Eastern Shore.
Today's Holiday House features a small but mighty tree. Let's check this out on your screen right now. A warm, cozy fireplace with all the festive decorations. I think I see a reindeer there. Lots of lights. Don't let that size fool you, folks. It brings a lot of joy to the room. And this picture was submitted to us by the Toomeys in Pittsville. And we want to see more of your bright lights and festive setups. You can submit your pictures and videos right now on CoastTV.com/Holiday House.
Well, today will be the last completely dry day over the next 5, tracking scattered showers tomorrow, a round of rain Sunday night, and then unfortunately by New Year's Eve. We'll track how much rain we could expect to see, and then after the mild air comes a big cool down as we ring in 2025. Coast TV News Today continues.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
DSN Plus is more energy, extra live games and on-demand replays, anytime, anywhere. DSN Plus is more hype. From playoff matchups and unified football to marching band showcases, we highlight what makes Delmarva unique. DSN Plus is more hometown pride. We go wherever our teams go, with up to 5 live games every weeknight. DSN is still free on air and cable, but get even more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
I've built a community, I've built a home here, and it's not pack up boxes every 3 years. It's a space that I'm invested in, my husband's invested in, and it really makes it just feel special. The stories that we cover every day, we also live every single day. So the stories that we tell are the ones that also impact us. We speak with people at the grocery store, our neighbors, our colleagues, our friends. We're all in this together.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
The time is now 5:45, and we're going to take a live look outside right now at Salisbury University. And don't think there's any students there, Chris, but there are a lot of lights on. But this weekend, we're going to be experiencing some rain, unfortunately, so it's not the best time to walk around a college campus. It's just not the best for that.
Yeah, not the best timing for the rain to come in over the weekend, especially between Christmas and New Year's, but it's going to be mild, so going to please my warm weather lovers out there. High pressure has been in full control, though, of our weather here over the last few days, but that's going to be exiting and allowing for a plume of moisture to build into the area. It looks like tomorrow morning we'll see some scattered showers break out, all thanks to this area of low pressure across portions of the Tennessee Valley. So yes, rounds of rain and unsettled weather pattern kicking off tomorrow and really kind of hanging around at least through New Year's Eve. It's not going to be raining the entire time, but we are going to be dodging the raindrops. It looks like by tomorrow morning, then tomorrow evening, and then especially by Sunday night into Monday, and then there's that next round by New Year's Eve before temperatures plunge late next week. 27 in Seaford, we're at 35 in Milton, 36 in Rehoboth Beach, partly cloudy skies throughout your afternoon, topping out right around that 50-degree mark. So Futurecast shows the partly cloudy skies throughout the day, increasing clouds through the evening, and there's showers, some areas of drizzle working in through your Saturday morning. Temperatures are going to be a rise actually overnight into Saturday morning. By the afternoon, we're in the upper 50s, near 60s, maybe a round of some steadier rain by Saturday evening, and then we dry out. Most of Sunday is dry. In fact, some of us can maybe touch that 70-degree mark across Delmarva, and then that next round of rain comes in Sunday evening. Some heavier rain possible there, lingering into Monday morning. I think most of Monday is dry, and Tuesday starts off dry too, but then there's that next wave of moisture as we roll into your New Year's Eve, and then we clear things out. And then it gets very cold by Thursday and Friday of next week. So rainfall totals between tomorrow and New Year's Eve, we're generally thinking about a half an inch to as much as an inch with these rounds of precipitation. Now, as far as the temperatures are concerned, yes, they are going to be taking a plunge as we roll into January 4th through the 17th. We're going to be talking about well below average temperatures. 49 today, a fantastic day. Get out and enjoy it. 41 will likely hit that low just after midnight, and then temperatures are going to be rising through the overnight and into Saturday. 59 degrees with those scattered showers. A mild and damp day, to say the least. Your winner, K.M. Pressman of Millsboro, Delaware. You're the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella. 65 on Sunday. Most of Sunday, I think, is dry. By Sunday evening, we see the rain roll in. Could linger into Monday. And then we see another round of rain New Year's Eve before that big drop in temperature by late week.
You just heard an old record player. The antique is at the Dorchester County Historical Society. Historians with the center say not only is the item extremely rare because it's in perfect condition, it's even more rare that the shipping box came in addition to its donation.
It was truly a luxury of its time, and it was a new technology. The technology had only been around for, 20 years. So it was really exciting to have something like this in your home and be able to just wind it up and play it for your guests or for yourself.
And the record player was made in 1917, and the society says back then having something like this was a privilege because it was so expensive, estimating it to cost around $125 then, so it would cost around $3,000 today.
Happening now, preparations continuing for the annual Rose Bowl Parade in Pasadena, California. The theme this year is It's the Best Day Ever. Perhaps a Phineas and Ferb tie-in? We'll have to wait and see. On Thursday, volunteers prepped a huge shipment of flowers, and then on Saturday, the group will cover the floating flowers from top to bottom and put the finishing touches on it. And many volunteers say to be part of something like this is so magical and surreal.
Up next on Coast TV News today, breaking bedtime bad habits. We'll tell you what experts say may be keeping you awake.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's of Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Mark your calendars for the Children's Beach House Gala presented by Jack Wingo Realtors and Jack Wingo Asset Management on February 8 in Dewey Beach. This black tie evening features an open bar, auctions, dinner, and a performance by Kristen and the Noise. Your support helps empower children with special needs to build confidence, develop leadership skills, and thrive in a caring community. For more info, visit cbhinc.org/gala or call 302-841-9639. Sponsored by Coast TV.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know
We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
Well, this story could be a good one for early risers like you and I. Yeah. Getting a good night's sleep is pretty good for your overall health. What is recommended that adults get at least 7 hours of Z's each night? Don't know about that one. Health officials say many adults aren't getting sufficient sleep. I think I can relate.
Yeah, and they say if you leave on the TV as you try to fall asleep, which is something I do, it actually could be impacting your sleep quality. And Mandy Gaither shows us more on how to break your bedtime TV habits.
When it's time to turn in, do you reach out for the remote? If so, you're not alone.
People sleeping with the TV on is a very common thing.
Psychologist Shavonna Childs with Cleveland Clinic says there's no blue light filter on a TV like there is now on cell phones, and that can negatively impact your sleep.
The blue light kind of reminds us of the sun, so it disrupts our circadian rhythms.
Child says having the TV on affects REM sleep, the stage in which most dreams happen, and whatever you're watching can be intrusive into your dreams.
That's when we have that restless kind of sleep that we go into, and we may be sleeping, quote unquote, but we're waking up and we're not rested.
But you can break this bedtime habit. Child says to first practice good sleep hygiene. Avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed, as well as afternoon naps. Try tea without caffeine to get you ready to turn in. Low lights can help, or reading a book. Any bedtime ritual that helps prepare your mind and body for sleep. Child says if you need background noise, try using a sleep mask to block the TV lights, or put a timer on it to automatically turn off after an hour or two. You can also turn on a radio, listen to a podcast, or find soothing sleep music. There are also apps that can lead you in meditation before bed.
You can train yourself to go to sleep without your TV.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
We're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And our coastal pet of the day, we have this cat here coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. We have Lamb Chop. Aww. What a sweetheart of a kitty. Loves to rub up against people for attention and play with feathers. If you want to adopt Lamb Chop or any other lovable pets, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
And the organization is holding an adoption special which says sponsors the adoption fees of large adult dogs until the end of the year. So now is your time to find your forever friend. We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva, so send us photos and tell us what makes them so special.
Yeah, if you want to send us your pet for Pet of the Day, you can scan the QR code at the top of your screen, get your furry friend to us here, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
And it's 5:57, so we're going to take a quick look at our forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, more clouds this morning, Chris, compared to earlier this week.
Yeah, we have some high clouds rolling through, and we'll see partly cloudy skies throughout the afternoon, and beautiful day. In fact, we'll get up to around that 50-degree mark. Last completely dry day here over the next 5, because we are going to see unsettled weather move in tomorrow. Scattered showers, milder temperatures. Sunday morning through Sunday afternoon is dry, and then the evening we see rain roll through, and then that rain continues, at least unsettled weather continues at least through New Year's Eve, and then that big temperature plunge by the end of the week.
Coming up in our next hour, inland growth, what is being proposed for this area near Milton and how it could impact the future of the town. That and more when Coast TV News Today returns.